When I'm precepting new EMTs, I tell them you do whatever it takes to go home. Whatever it takes to go home in one piece. Period.
You need to do just whatever it takes to go home at the end of your shift. That was some of the worst advice I ever received in pre-hospital. Why was that advice so horrible? It didn't give me an option. It didn't tell me what to do if I found myself in the middle of a bad situation. That advice was so open-ended that it left me relying upon previous experience or what I thought might be right at any given moment. It didn't take long to realize use of force situations, whether it be being attacked by someone or having a combative patient, was a pretty frequent event. So I asked for advice. Well, some of the advice I got was this. Just use your rescue bag to block with, or throw it at them. Use the tough book, whack them in the head with that. Use your clipboard to block with. Whack them in the head with a mag light. Whack them in the head with the O2 bottle. Just do whatever it takes to go home. While you're in the middle of being punched in the face, you're wrestling with someone, you've been attacked by surprise, it is extremely difficult to access one of those tools. So let's take a look at what happens if a person tries to use some of the advice they've heard without that advice ever being tested. Hello everybody, it's Teitsort here with my son Sean. My 19-year-old stud's been doing martial arts for most of his life. And what we're going to do right now is try to debunk a couple of things for you. One of the big things across the country is everybody likes to say, and I shouldn't say everyone, we hear it everywhere we've ever been about people saying that they just whack someone when they have an O2 bottle. Well, here we're going to use a leg roller. It's actually just a fitness roller that you can use to help stretch your muscles and stuff like that. It probably only weighs about 2.5, maybe 3 pounds. So it's nowhere near the weight of an oxygen bottle. And what we're going to do is I'm going to assume the role of a patient, and if you show up and a person who has boxing gloves on is in your face, maybe you shouldn't be there. I'm going to be acting like a patient, just like what we thought we would run into if we showed up on a scene. So we're going to change, and maybe we go from patient to be an attacker. I'm going to say at any point in time, if he thinks I'm going to attack him, he cracks me in the head. If not, I'm a regular patient, because remember that 18-year-old doper can do the same type of stuff towards us as that 80-year-old nursing home patient. So if I'm just a patient and he is going to crack my skull if I act like an attacker. So if I'm here and I'm going, oh, my chest is killing me. Remember now, if at any point in time I thought you were gonna see, that's a little bit more how it really goes out. Now no, if I go to now he's fast. His hands are down, he's holding this bottle. Here, well, let's make it easier. Put it up here like this, and if I do it, but see, folks, do you see what I'm saying? Even if you had the O2 bottle loaded, all right, now I'm going to be here just like this. You can't move unless I move, because if I'm standing here going, oh, please don't, I thought you were going to hit me, okay? So let's change this up. Guys, the idea is that when you've got two hands connected, you're going to always move slower. Want to prove a point for just a second? So put this down for a second, put your hands up and open, and you're just going to parry. So if I throw it towards your head, you're just going to smack it out of the way. See the difference? Big difference, folks. When your two hands can, but go ahead and pick that back up again. And hit me if I do anything. See, a little different, isn't it? All right, set that down for just a second. The next thing that a lot of people like to talk about is the clipboard. Grab that clipboard and that pen right there, son. So the next thing that they talk about is using the clipboard or the tough book or something like that. Here we have a wooden clipboard. You need to pretend like you're writing, because I'm, here, let's even make it to where I'm seated in a chair. He has no idea we're doing this off the cuff. If I act like I'm going to attack you, you're going to hit me. Well, you can block with a clipboard, right? Oh, I thought you were going to write my name. How do you spell my name? Okay. Folks, there's a big deal to this. Remember, you can block with this. All you got to do is block with it. No, son, you got to block with it. It's kind of hard, isn't it? Right? No. Write your full name. How do you spell your name? What are you... What's going to do? Okay, so see, every time I can make contact. All right, we'll put the clipboard down. We'll set it back on there. Now the next thing that we hear a lot of is the rescue bag. Do me a favor, son. Open that up and show them what's in there. So we're going to have to lift it up to the camera. We've only got this bag weighted to what? How much do you think that weighs? 6 or 7 pounds?
Yeah, about 6.
So if you look in here, there's just another green military duffel bag and a few, light gloves and some stuff like that. It's very light. Because then what people tell you is that they want to, you know, try to use the bag to block with. So same thing, hold it to where you feel comfortable. And all you're going to do is, if I do something, you're going to, you know, block the bag. You know? Well, you block with the bag. You're trying, huh? So you got two hands on the bag. Oh man, my chest. I'm sorry. Here, I'll be good. Okay. Every time we can make contact. So let's change it up again. Get the bag out of the way. Very light bag. That isn't your 20-pound plus rescue bag that you've got. So hands are up and open. Defensive. All you're gonna do. Let's go back up into here. So if I'm gonna do anything, you just bear it. Okay? Big difference between a parry and a block and trying to use stuff. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. In self-defense, I need you to understand that one hand can move faster than two hands. So if you're trying to use something like a clipboard and to move this clipboard around, or to take the rescue bag and throw this rescue bag in that split second in time, use the O2 bottle in the split second in time, you're already hit. So unless their back is turned and you clunk them from behind, well then maybe that's something. But guys, this has just been a quick episode of Chronicles of a Culture Changer. I'm Kip Teitsort, this is Sean Teitsort, and we'll see you soon.